I'm either gonna pull my back out or pass out. Alright, so I thought it'd be time to start posting on the YouTube channel. I'm a personal trainer at Fitness Cartel Health Clubs, currently 11 weeks out of nationals for IFBB in Australia. Now, a bit of a intro, I'll get into it in another video a bit more, but a bit of an intro on myself. So I've been pretty much obsessed with bodybuilding and the lifestyle of fitness since I can remember. The day that I sort of had a bit of an injury in rugby league set me back to find the gym. And when I found the gym, I started seeing some results pretty quickly in high school, not knowing anything about food or anything, but I was just training, I think 6 or 7 days a week at the time. And yeah, it's kind of carried on since then. It's been about 7 years now of training pretty consistently. I'm at a point now where I thought like I can justify doing a competition without feeling like I'm, too small or anything like that. I competed last in 2019 in men's physique at the Arnold Classic. I won the amateur show, which was it was the tall category for men's physique. Novice, and I won that category. And then I went to Melbourne. I made the first call outs, got top 5, which was pretty unreal. For that competition, I couldn't even get a pump. I was so depleted that I couldn't really even get a pump prior to the show, loading up on so many carbs and salt and just trying to manipulate something to be able to feel it. But that's all good. I'll take that show into consideration for the next show moving forward. We've got 11 weeks now where I'm going to be giving this my all. So as a consistency side of things and a bit more of accountability, a lot more YouTube videos are going to be filmed. But for today, I'll just keep this short and snappy. I'm going to be training back and biceps. It's Saturday. The gym should be pretty quiet. It's going to be one of those workouts where the headphones are on and the world is off, and I'll take you guys through it. I'm right now still a fairly bit fluffy. I'm not in a position where I want to be yet, but I feel like we are on track. Pretty much on 2,600 calories a day with one high day at the moment. My ultimate goal is to do classic physique. At the moment though, with the height and weight cut for classic physique, I've got a long way to go. And I feel like my body is pretty well suited to the men's physique category right now. So it'll be really interesting to see where I stack up against the bigger boys on stage. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into this workout. I'm keen as to show you guys what we've got in store today. I feel like my back is at a point where it's probably a stronger point for my body parts. And I train it at all angles with pretty high intensity, working up to 2 sets, but I'll take you guys through it soon. Alright. When you wake up in the morning owning a business, you wake up with so much more, I guess, pressure, but also a purpose. When I was employed, I would wake up at my alarm and just think that I was wasting my time every day. It's Saturday. I woke up early today. I've done 3 check-ins already. But I did find that prepping for a show is much easier when you're employed.
So far anyway, hey?
Yeah. Because that's all your job is just to prep. You don't have to do anything else. Hey. Yeah, I've got a camera crew. Hey, I've got a camera crew. Things are serious.
What up?
Oh yeah. Yeah, teacher. Hey.
Be in the vlog. Ooh, hey.
Yeah, 11 weeks. Feel like it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very. But it's good. I'm kind of in full control of like my diet now and stuff. Yeah, so it's so much better. Like, I don't know, I feel meal plans restrict you so much, hey? Like, I just resent them now that I'm not doing it.
Hey guys.
I usually kick off a back day with the assisted pull-ups just to be able to, I guess, push as much blood as possible into the muscle that I'm going to be training. So, like Seth Ferosi says, you want to pump before the actual pump. Oh, thank you, yeah. I reckon the first 8 weeks was sort of getting habit.
Yeah, you definitely.
And then now it's sort of like, oh, okay, I understand what I have to do.
Yeah, well, all the best, brother.
Thank you. So, with the standalone hammer strength row, I find that standing, I just get a better mind muscle connection in the lower lat. As well as that, creating a bit of a lean to then further shorten the lat is going to be able to provide a lot more sort of squeeze to that area. So we're working on tempo with this one here. So we're going to be doing a 3-second eccentric, explosive all the way up. We're going to try and aim for 15 to 20 reps. While I got you here, check out that. I'm also going to be throwing in some delts here and there. They're just a body part that I really want to bring up at the moment well, not bring up because it's impossible to grow muscle in a deficit, but I just want to be able to make them a bit fuller, give them a bit more pop throughout sort of stage time. You know, when someone's on prep, when they start wearing baggy shirts because they're insecure about how skinny they feel. machine that I need to take in, so I'll just have to do like dead stop rows on the deadlift platform. So I'll also be showing you guys what my current split looks like. We'll put it somewhere about here. So at the moment it's kind of like, I've got, Monday is a chest and tricep dominant day. Tuesday is again back and biceps. Wednesday's legs. And I'm having Thursday as a rest day. I like splitting it up. I feel like if I go really hard for the first 3 days of the week, then I don't really have enough energy to keep going, especially with these calories that I'm on. Then Friday is a chest and delt day again, and then Saturday is today, which is the back and biceps again. Working 2 top sets. The previous sets that you saw me doing were just trying to find a weight that I can get for 8 to 10. Anything more than that, and I love to talk about like reps in reserve and things like that. I know for a fact that if I want anything more than that set, I'm either going to put my back out or pass out. So general rule for me is when I have like a heavy compound top set, I give myself like 2.5 minutes of rest to even 3 minutes. Anything below that is not sufficient enough. Another important thing when it comes to training, and what I feel like I've seen the most growth out of, is monitoring and tracking everything within the workout. So like, this is just to give you guys an example how in depth the workouts I make sure I'm doing are, all the way through to 6 weeks. I've got single arm pull downs. Yeah, good. Guys, this is my prodigy. The next IFBB pro of Maroochydore. I want to be more consistent, like at least a video a week. Yeah. On YouTube or? Yeah. Fucking all night, though.
You see films after Wednesday?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Which is I reckon we should do that like every week, maybe. Leading to it, especially if we're doing a leg day together. Yeah, absolutely. So today we're just working the 2 top sets for most things. Nothing more at the moment, just to manage fatigue, especially the calories I'm on. Training wise, I'm looking after the majority of the exercises, I'm looking after the food I'm eating. However, the person that's giving me direction, and we're seeing eye to eye, which is amazing. Like, if you're ever looking for a coach, you need to be on the same path as them. The only plan that's going to work for you is the one that's going to work for you, like the one that you can stick to. Adam Rochester has helped me for the past 2 weeks, and I noticed within the first week that all water retention was pretty well flushed, and then stress and cortisol has been managed a lot better than prior to having him for my guidance. So thank you, Adam. But yeah, I mean, 2 sets being in mind, as I said, we do work up sets, if you want to call it that, which is basically just creating a movement pattern for that muscle to be trained, and minimizing the possibilities of injury. Now, this exercise in terms of like lat development and lat growth, I feel like trumps all the rest. Here, it's amazing because like when it comes to muscle building, you want the hardest part of the exercise at the top of the movement. So for me, like the top of the movement is at its full contraction. That's where this exercise is at its hardest. Then letting it out with the slow eccentric is where you really tear the fibers of the muscle, to then really create obviously new ones. Yeah, I know when I'm getting like kind of lean because there's like a rear delt vein that starts to appear. Oh. Alright, so now we're going to go into like a sort of straight, they call it a straight arm pull down. I perform it with a bit of a slight bend at the elbows. I feel like it contracts my back a lot better. So with the row rather than the straight bar. Finding a weight that I can do 15 to 20 reps on. Now, with an exercise like this is basically an exercise that you can just shovel as much blood through the muscle as you can. So as you saw at the end there, I start losing a bit of tempo. I cheat the reps a little bit, but when it comes to this exercise, it's fine. If you can find a few extra reps within the cheat, just go for it. This is an exercise that really can't fuck up anything like ligaments or tendons or anything, so pushing to failure, and then past that is where like the growth will happen. When your mum takes photos of you your first day of school. 3 sets. I lied to you before. This is an exercise that has 3 sets. 3 sets. So basically when it comes to working sets, if you were prescribed 3 sets, that means 3 top sets. It's not warm up for 2 and then hit 1 top set. It's like the first set is your heaviest weight where you hit the most reps. Second set, keep the weight the same, but logically you shouldn't be hitting the same reps. Then the third set is a set that you go all out, same weight, but you're not going to hit anywhere near the same amount of reps. So for me, like the first set on this was 20 reps. Second set was 17. Usually give or take, you're going to lose about 2 to 3 reps each set. This is like an old school rugby exercise. Barbell 21s, and it still saves my program to today, 8 years later. It's basically 7 reps at the bottom half, 7 reps at the top half, and then 7 full. And that way you're hitting all length and short sides of the muscle. Now with this one, you do want to play around with like different grips. So I'm going to start in the middle grip. That's going to hit like the outer head of the bicep, and then the second set I'm going to work in the outer grip. Now this one I did kind of fuck up. I went way too light. Alright, so now we're going to hit the outer part of the bicep. After this we're going to then do like a dumbbell hammer. So how we've kind of worked the bicep is with the supinated grip, sort of working on our peak, inside and outside. And then with the hammer grip, it's predominantly just focusing on the brachialis. So we think of bicep, we think 2. 12 to 15, 2 sets. I feel like really depleted at the moment.
Really?
I need a haircut. Look like so obviously I'm not much of a fan when people are on their phones in the gym, but when it comes to programming, it's fine. We live in 2022, people, so fucking get rid of your book. And then I track like all of this shit saved to my desktop, so I can always go back through it. Like instead of like looking like at a weathered old thing covered in fucking spilt pre-workout and BCAA, where you can't even read your own handwriting because you're so shaky from whatever you've taken that workout. Now we're going to go 20 minutes post-workout of Stairmaster, but before that I just wanted to take you guys through like what my current posing looks like with a bit of a back pump. Thanks for tuning in. It was fun. Alright, so now so it's the end of the workout. This is the time where I jump on the stairs. 20 minutes at level 10. I don't hold on for the first 10 minutes into these. And the second 10, I'm usually like leaning forward and sweating, but it's time to push on.